Alright, all you streetlight crusaders, and I guess a couple of you out there who are currently working by candlelight, or by flashlight, depending on what you got, welcome back to the Tuesday Night Special. And apparently Dan the Weatherman Stu decided for the neighbors that he may or may not have turned the power out for to activate the floodlight on his car, or APC tank that he's driving down the road, which is getting a lot of complaints for here at Music Village headquarters, since apparently they said they saw it driving from this direction. Thank you Dan the Weatherman Stu, I've become hated amongst the community once again. But besides the neighborhood angst that everyone has for Music Village headquarters thanks to Dan the Weatherman Stu, I think it's time for us to go into one of my favorite parts of the show. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, none other than the Indy Report, which is me giving you guys 2 news stories followed up by local concert information from local artists performing in a local area live near you. And in our first news story, and an exciting news for you fans out there of Ren and Stimpy, because they've announced as of this week that they're bringing back the classic series, a part of Comedy Central. So for those who are keeping track at home, not only they're bringing back Beavis and Butthead before the end of this year, but now they're bringing back Ren and Stimpy along with them. And I, for one, who's been a fan of Ren and Stimpy since I was a little kid, especially of Powdered Toast Man, can't wait to see what sort of shenanigans they're able to do now with Ren and Stimpy. And as a matter of fact, I really thought after all that the damage that would happen with the new version of Ren and Stimpy, a part of Spike TV, that they weren't going to be able to bring back the show, but hey, I've been wrong before, and I was wrong again. And for those out there who wants to check out some classic clips and hits from the world of Ren and Stimpy, you can head on over to the YouTube page of one man only known as Nick Rewind to check it out for yourselves. And as a matter of fact, they've announced that this series is still up in the air for a release date, so for those who want to know when this show will be coming back on the air, you can head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Comedy Central to check it out for yourself. And in other news, and more or less indie video game news, for you fans out there, from the video game story we told you last week of Kid Soldier PCA4, the creators of the games Takeshi Video Games not only told us that there's a new character along the way by the name of Leroy, which automatically made me think of Leroy Jenkins, but also announced that as of this week, you will also have Kid Striker, a part of the iconic lineup for the game of Kid Soldier PCA4 before the end of this week. And I, for one, who already got my hands on so many great characters before, can't wait to get my hands on not only Kid Striker, but also Leroy, since we sort of missed out on him since the whole big power outage that happened as of this week. So we will be jumping into those characters and most likely giving a full review for this game when it officially comes out in the near future. But for those out there who wants to go ahead and check out these characters for yourselves, you can head on over to the Twitter page of one man only known as Takeshi Video Games LTD to check it out for yourselves. Or head on over to their YouTube page of Takeshi Video Games Official to check it out over there as well too, to get a little in-depth look of how these characters operate in the world of PCA4. And with that said, folks, we now head directly into the concert information, which starts off with Thursday, August 6th. And the first band that we have up is Chris Yoder, who's going to be performing at the Surfing Pig in North Wildwood, New Jersey at 3 p.m. Nancy Malcoon is going to be performing at the Tuckahoe Inn in Beasley Point, New Jersey at 5 p.m. Caricchio is gonna be performing at the Landshark Bar and Grill in Atlantic City, New Jersey. At 5 p.m., Ziggy Isaacs is gonna be performing at the Blue Heron Golf Club in Egg Harbor City, New Jersey. At 6 p.m., Egg Harbor City, New Jersey? I never heard of that place, and I question its existence, but at the same time, the maestro's showing me it on the map, so I'll go with it. Anyway, next band we have up is Kyle Harkenkirk, who's gonna be performing at the Virulent store in West Milford, New Jersey. At 6 p.m., Cheesy and the Crackers is gonna be performing at the Laguna Grill in Bridgentine, New Jersey. At 6 p.m., you can also see Lester Rose, Valerie V, and Valerie Roses, who's gonna be performing at the Mayor's Tavern in West Cape May, New Jersey. At 6 p.m., Nikki Espifoni is gonna be performing at the Captain Jack's Island Grill in Wildwood, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., Asbury Fever is gonna be performing at the Asbury Fever Springsteen Tribute 44th Music Under the Stars in Lambertville, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., you can also see Andrew Moorer, who's gonna be performing at the Woodstown Rotary in Woodstown, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., Stephanie Chin is gonna be performing at the Denny Coleman's Rock on Radio Happy Tour in Hamilton Township, New Jersey. At 7 p.m., and to finally wrap it up for Thursday night, you can see Scott Jarrett and the Brickyard Band, who's gonna be performing at the Wonder Bar in Asbury Park, New Jersey at 10 p.m. And for Tuesday for next week, which is going to be the 11th, wow, it feels like this month is going by quicker than I thought. You can see these following bands who's gonna be performing in a local area live near you. Kurt Gallagher is gonna be performing at the Rutherford Public Library in Rutherford, New Jersey at 11 a.m. Cheesy and the Crackers is gonna be performing at the Piece of Wood in Ocean City, New Jersey at 4 p.m. Nancy Malkoon is gonna be performing at the Harpoons on the Bay in North Cape May, New Jersey at 6 p.m. The End of America, who's gonna be performing at the Tenafly Concert Series in Tenafly, New Jersey at 7 p.m. Brian Kirk and the Jerks is gonna be performing at the Village Green in Summit, New Jersey at 7 p.m. The Random Test Reggae Band is gonna be performing at the Veterans Park Aberdeen in Cliffwood Beach, New Jersey at 7 p.m. Paula Cole and Colin Hay is both going to be performing at the Ocean City Pier in Ocean City, New Jersey at 7 p.m. Dom Grasso is going to be performing at the Boathouse in Wildwood, New Jersey at 7 p.m. And to finally wrap it up for Tuesday for next week and all the bands we're going to mention for this week, you can see the Predator Dub Assassins, who's going to be performing at their live stream from the Dub Shack in Anywhere, New Jersey at 8 p.m. And if you guys want to go ahead and check out the complete list of bands that we could list during this very broadcast, and trust me folks, there were a lot of them, you can head on over to ReverbNation.com to check out the complete list of bands that we could list during this very broadcast. And like I say at the end of all of these skits, Go out there, support your local artists, and see these guys perform live. And trust me, they'll love you for it. And just in case there's no power there, make sure you bring a flashlight. And I guess with that said, folks, we might as well head back into this music one more time. And when we return, we'll be back with the final segment for the Tuesday Night Special for this week, right after this. So don't go checking the power generators just yet, folks, and stay tuned.